Well, hi all. Hope everybody's doing good. What this video is about, I had done some other videos before about um, some different talent agencies and things that I went to looking to get onto television and things like that. I've done a lot of research on this. I've experienced some different things. I went to one. Um, Not going to call it an agency. Not going to call it whatever you want to call it. I saw a casting call for a certain movie. As it turned out, the casting call was not for that movie. Um, what it really was a generic picture used to entice people to go to a website and to put your name in your portfolio and things like that on the website. Um, they would charge you an upfront fee uh, of a few $100s, and then a monthly fee to maintain it. And basically, they tell you that that's how you're going to get noticed for being on television and things like that, movies and what have you. From what I've gathered and research I've done, that's not the way talent agents, um, real agencies, and movie people look for people. Most of the time, directors, men, movie people have certain agencies they know and trust. They, if they're looking for a certain type of talent, what they do is they contact their agents and they say, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for a transgender woman. I'm looking for a black woman. I'm looking for an Asian woman. I'm looking for whatever. And that's what they do, and that's what they look for. They're looking for somebody with specific talents, whether it be musician, whether it be whatever. And then that's how they get their talent. Uh, Agents, real agents, when they are basically when they're when they sign you, you go in. They do your model shots, or they have you go get them a comp card. Years ago, it was a print comp card. Now they'll a lot of times they'll recommend a certain photographer, or they'll tell you where to go to get your photos taken, or sometimes they'll even just accept yours if they're good enough. But and then what they do is they're going to, you know when they have certain projects, they'll be notified, and then that's how it all gets put together. But anybody who's charging you up front to be on a website so that you're going to get noticed for a movie is not how it works. An agent gets a commission on how much you make. So now they have a vested interest in pushing you. By the aforementioned method, they have no reason to push you. They have no reason to sell you. They got your money. You're on a website, which all that is true. You're on a website. But are you going to get work from that? You can do your own website. Now, the particular website, which I'm not going to mention the name, um, which I agreed not to mention their name, um, in retaliation for a lawsuit. Um, when they put your name on this website, that don't mean you're going to get noticed. That don't mean you're going to get work. Um, the people that have this site, I challenged them to get me work, and I would pay them double. They didn't take the challenge. So what does that tell you? Their connections that they claim aren't true. I also challenged them to give me names of people, some top stars or somebody who has made it famous from them. They can't give that information. So what does this lead you to believe? It basically, what it means is that that method doesn't work, in my opinion. And these are just my opinions. I was in the commercial printing business for 40 years. I did work for printing brokers. Printing broker is just like what a talent agent is. The printing broker goes out and finds the work. They bring it to me. I print it. They mark it up. They make a commission on their job. Just like a lot of other salesmen. That's what an agent is. An agent is basically a people salesman. They sell you to movie studios. Now, if you're a model, great. If you're an actor, great. And that's how they're going to sell you. Or you're a musician or whatever. You're versatile in many different things, a dancer, say. But sticking you on a website isn't going to get you work. Not in the least bit. Is there a chance? Yeah, maybe. In my opinion, slim to none. But again, a real agent is going to tout you, is going to promote you, is going to sell you, because the more he sells you, the more money he makes. If he gets you to being a top star, that contract you sign guarantees him a lot of money in the future. So he's going to work for it. If you go to any casting calls, if you go to any of these things you see popping up on your Facebook feed, oh, we're looking for top actors, we're looking for this, we're looking for that, be wary of it. Check it out. The one ad I saw was for a Tyler Perry movie. I contacted Tyler Perry's people, and they said no. That's not the way we do it. So, let's face it. As we know on Facebook, it's fake news. Okay? People can put anything up there. They can use images. A lot of times they just steal them off the internet and stick them on there. And if it gets reported, Facebook will knock them down. Which I did report that particular ad 5 different times, and finally they sent me a message back saying it was taken down. So you have to watch any of that. My sister was a model, and basically what they did is they took card pictures of her, and she was an extra in a couple of movies, Eddie and the Cruisers, and she was in 2 other movies years ago. This was years ago. But they got her there. Now, let's face it, they're not going to take Joe No Name from East Podunk, have 500 people come into a casting call, so to speak, then take everybody through and say, okay, you made the cut, and then, okay, we want money from you to put you on. And a real agent is not going to do that. They're just not. And that's not the way it works. So just be wary. I would not hand out your money, because it's not going to get you anywhere. A real agent will, in fact, push you without no money, because they're making money on you later on. And they're going to make a lot more money than $500 or $1,000 to stick you on a website. They're going to make a lot more money than that. Let's face it, they get you to a certain position, and say you're that 1 in a million person that is super talented and you really make it, then they're in Fat City. So, and they're not going to take just anybody. They're really not. I mean, let's face it. They're not going to take me in no movie gig unless it's for a specific, maybe an urban area or something like that. So it is what it is. I'm 60 years old and I'm transgender. So, the chances are better or less than a snowball's chance in hell. But that's just the way it is. I wanted to play it out, excuse me, and see where it would go and see what that company was. And they proved me. Again, I'm not going to mention their name. Just search model agency scams on YouTube or on the internet, and you'll find it. You'll find information on that company. If you keep searching and digging, you're going to find a lot. You search the Better Business Bureau on that company when you find them, and you will find what I'm talking about. So just be careful of it. No talent scout agency or otherwise is going to take money up front. No real one anyway. So that's about it. Everybody have a good night. Love you all. Bye.